Welcome back to Viking football with Bruce Barnum. Portland State 1 week into the season now. The Vikings come away with a 43-26 win against Central Washington. Now turn their attention to San Jose State this Saturday down in San Jose. And Coach, we'll talk real quickly about the opening game. Kind of a slow start out of the blocks for the Vikings, but the most important thing happened, and that was the W.
It was. You know, Mike, it's hard to win college football games. It is. And first one out of the blocks, you see what happens to teams across the country on opening day because you're not quite ready here or this guy's new. And I like how we responded. I thought we showed grit as a team. I think we had a different team, honestly, from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. If you watch the film, I saw some guys grow up, so that was cool.
5 new guys starting on defense. I counted 4 new starters on offense. So really, you did cycle in quite a few new players for the opening game.
We did. And again, watching Anthony Del Toro, we talked about him before, but watching him from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, he's a different guy. You wouldn't recognize him from his play, but Tyler Foreman, some guys in the back that did some good things, and they learned. You know, they made some mistakes that are correctable. That's exciting. And again, to have a game like that it wasn't a blowout. Division II, FCS, all that, it wasn't. We learned a heck of a lot more from that than we would have from beating a team 55-0.
Okay, and that leads right into what I was going to ask you. What lessons were learned? Now you've looked at the film, you've evaluated, you say, okay, we got to work on this week, we got to get better here. What did you see?
I saw a group. What I liked, Mike, was offensive line. You know, we have some new faces, one new face in there, some new guys. They came together as you went through, but still needs to be perfected. Alex was off on a couple throws early, so we need to find a way to settle him down. He mentioned listening to Luther Vandross. I nixed that. I think that's for a totally different venue. But, you know, defensively, they know the scheme. At the end of the game, they know if they play it and with the right eyes, that's a new coaching term, good eyes. But if they run the system, that will be all right. We'll be in a chance to win as long as you tackle.
Okay, we move on now to San Jose State. They lost to Tulsa last weekend on the road, but clearly a big jump in level of competition from Division II Central Washington, which proved to be a very good team, up to an FBS level Mountain West opponent, San Jose State. What do you know about that squad? What are you preparing for as you go in?
You know, just jumped into them this weekend, Mike, Sunday, watching it, and they're fast. They're faster than us. They're a good football team. They have quality football players. They have quality coaches. I mean, I've met Ron English, spoke to him briefly throughout my career. Phil Early, the running backs coach, he got me started. I mean, he's an offense in our profession. Phil Early's an offensive guy. He's a genius. Al Borges was here. I don't know him, but he's great. Barry Sachs, probably the greatest recruiter on the West Coast. So there's a lot of experience down there with a good group of kids. So it's going to be one heck of a challenge.
Well, I go all the way back to those days with Al Borges and Barry Sachs. But, yeah, they're now at San Jose State, and they're scheming for the Vikings, a little different for them. Now, one thing you can point to quickly, San Jose State gives up 305 rushing yards to Tulsa last week, and when we looked at the numbers, they've been ranked very poorly in run defense the past few years. Does that kind of trigger something for a Viking team that's been real strong in the run in recent seasons?
You know, no, they hired a new coordinator. They have new people. It's a different season. And what they do defensively will stop the run on paper. So, but we're stubborn. You know, Mike, you've known me for a few years now. We're going to run the football until they stop it. That's our MO. So take that, go down there, try to find some holes. You know, a couple new tweaks with the run game, very minor, but we're not going to change us. We're going to dance with the one that brung you.
All right. Maybe the most important question of the week. What do you have lined up for movies on the Barney bus?
Well, we got a bunch. You know, there's a big Denzel. If you look at it, we talked about this briefly on Sunday. I got one of my young guys in charge of it. Man on Fire. You know, it's my brother's favorite movie.
How about the one where he flies the plane upside down? I don't remember the name of that one. That's a good one.
Top Gun?
No, that's not Top Gun. That's Tom
Denzel.
Cruise.
Denzel doesn't
Tom
fly
Cruise,
airplanes.
Completely different people.
No, it's more of a Shawshank. You know, there's a lot of things being thrown out, but it's kind of a Denzel themed trip right now.
All right. Well, the Vikings playing at San Jose State this Saturday, 1:30 p.m. You can hear the game on Rip City Radio, 6:20 a.m. or ripcityradio.com. It is not televised. Get all your information at govikes.com.